Coasterstock. That was the morning ERT. I know those donuts were good because that was the longest line this morning. What about the beach tour? Everybody enjoy that? All right, got a question for a couple of people. John, who are you with? John's with Ace. Sally Boyer, who you with? Great Ohio Coaster Club. Daniel Glosser, who you with? He's with Ace. Liz Roth, who you with? She's with Ace. Chris Hughes, who you with? Coaster Crew. Ace and Great Ohio Coaster Club. Jess Novak, who you with? Coasterstock. Jess is with Coasterstock. That's who you all are tonight. Coasterstock. You're not Ace. You're not Great Ohio Coaster Club. You're not Coaster Crew. You're not Theme Park Review. You're all together as one. And that's what we really wanted this event to be when we put it together back in 2015. Not be about the ERT. We wanted it to be about those like-minded people coming together, sharing stories about all the different parks you've been to, the rides that you love, and also reconnecting every year with the people you met the year before, and then also making new friends. So we hope you're doing that so far today, is reconnecting and making new friends. So who's doing that out there? All right, well, our first guest speaker tonight is our executive chef, James Major. Let's hear it for the meal you had tonight.
What's up, Coasterstock? Are you kidding me? How's the food today? I'm telling you. Listen, it's so great having everybody here. First things first, I gotta take care of a couple things here. Number one, for everybody that follows me on Twitter, thank you. All right, for all of you that don't, let's pull out your phones. I'm 26 away from 1,000. So let's go to @ChefMajor72 and follow me. Let's get me to 1,000. Free pull-apart bread, whoever gets to be number 1,000. I'm just kidding, I gotta make money. All right, second thing. All right, since you guys are such great fans, and I haven't tweeted it all today, but thank you for copying me all, I know 6 million of them because my phone's been vibrating since 8 a.m. this morning. I still want to do this because, you know, I love my selfies. So let's get one super awesome selfie. All right, everybody here. All right, now I'm done. All right, good talking to you. No, so listen, I want to talk about food. First off, thank you everybody for the support. The food and beverage team here at Kings Island, we are so excited about the things that we've been doing, the way that we've been changing the culture of the food, and the opportunities that you guys coming in and all the fans coming in have been giving us. On a serious note, we really do love everything you guys coming in, eating and enjoying. You know, I know that I'm with the roller coaster people and the rides people, but we want you, when you're coming to the park, when you're getting in line or you're coming in, we want you to think about the first place you're going to also eat as well. Some of the additions this year that a lot of people don't know, I come from a very large resume of a lot of different things. One of my biggest things is local and product sourcing. So have any of you guys had the burgers here? Anybody? I mean, I know, I've seen the pictures, so I know you've eaten them. Okay, those are what are called Ohio Pride burgers. So those burgers are processed in the state of Ohio and or grown in the state of Ohio. Fresh, never frozen. Ask the folks in Orlando if they're doing that. I'm telling you they're not. All right, number two, our chickens are vegan chickens. So technically, if you're vegan, your chicken's vegan. But in the same sense, they're non-hormonal. They're also locally sourced in Ohio. They come from a select farm, so that way we're doing a natural product there. Our produce, our produce company, I've known our produce company for 25 years. His name's Tony. So if anybody knows food service, that your produce guy's name needs to be Tony. If not, you're just not getting good fruits and vegetables. But once again, they source it since we sit within 3 states. All of our produce comes locally within 3 states as the very best as we can and as fresh as we can. We make our own sausages. Our pork is pre-booked from certain farms that we like to get from. Same thing, Ohio, Indiana, or in Kentucky. The team here, we love doing the food. I can't just tell you enough. We've added a dessert. We've got a pastry chef, so if you've gone out into the stand and you've seen the different desserts, those are all handmade here. Young lady and her team are doing a great job. You saw the picnic tonight. Tomorrow's even going to be better. It's going to be a smokehouse. Same thing with the chicken. Yeah, it's going to be good, right? Yeah, so don't eat barbecue tomorrow. Go somewhere else, or you're going to double up on barbecue. We love doing our food festivals. We love all of you. I can't thank you enough for all the support you've given us. If you see me in the park, please make sure you say hi. I'm trying to think. We do so much around here. I'm trying to think what else we've done that's good. Oh, Chef's Play. Chef's Play. That's it. I knew I was forgetting something. That came out of from last year from COVID. You know, a lot of restaurants, a lot of places were backing down their menus. A lot of places were trying to streamline stuff. And when you come through the gates, we want to make sure you have a magical experience when you come through here. And we wanted to do is, we instead of us eliminating food, we added to it. We added to the quality. All of our stuff is scratched. Sometimes my chefs are pulling out their hair. But what we came up with is, what can we do on a Saturday night that's different that nobody else is doing? And Chef's Plate was what came together as everybody's culmination. And I said, all right, let's do this. We'll probably get like 5 people, and then we'll do it again. And then 125 people showed up. And the next week, people got in line at 4 o'clock. And then the next week, those people got in line at 4 o'clock and became friends. Now, every week, it's like it's having dinner with my friends. I know that everybody's very upset that it's not on Saturdays, and I'm sorry, but in the restaurant business, restaurant night is on Wednesdays. And that's when they do it, and that was our whole idea, is to compete with the other places out in town. We want you to come here for dinner as opposed to going out to the restaurants. So with that, try to schedule a Wednesday, call in sick one day from work, drive down from or over from wherever you are, get in line at 4 o'clock, and come try the Chef's Plate. And the blog thing, listen, I'm not a writer. So if you read the blog, there's probably punctuation stuff. Don't put it on Twitter. I probably misspelled some stuff. Not a speller, I'm a cooker. But you go on the blog, you'll be able to see what we're serving every week. I will say, with us, if you see the tents are going up for Carnival, all the chefs are getting ready to cook. So this past week, to celebrate the hot dog, was our last one until after Carnival. Because then we have, there's a couple chefs walking by right now going, yay, this crazy chef, let's cook. But we're going to be getting ready for Carnival, so that way we give you a great, great show for those 16 days. So I want to thank you again. Have fun. I'll see you tomorrow at dinner. Don't hesitate to ask me any questions out in the turns out the park. And remember, did I talk about the pull-apart bread? Oh, so we're doing pull-apart bread every day at the French Corner. I know a couple people came by and we were serving the s'mores one because we want to give our guests a different selection. But just for you guys tomorrow, we're going to be serving the traditional cinnamon sugar with the frosting on top, all right? And you'll be good to go. So if you swing on by, while supplies last, grab yourself your pull-apart bread, all right? Thank you, everybody.
All right, do we have Linda Weinstein? Where are you? Linda, come on down. A little special role here for Linda. You mentioned the cinnamon bread. Who has tried that here? All right, you got to make sure you do it.
What'd you do?
Linda, we're going to have you have a seat right over here. Let's come on up and just go ahead and sit down right there. That's good. All right, Linda, go ahead and hold this sign. Flip it around. Yes. Because it's time to play the Coasterstock feud. All right, if you were part of Team Chad, come on up and head over that way. All right, if you're a part of Team Don, come on over here.
You got it.
And let's introduce our host for the Coasterstock feud, Kyle Kruthofer.
Welcome everybody to Coasterstock Feud. So tonight we have two teams, Team Chad and Team Don. All right, Team Chad. Yes, Team Chad. I love that applause. Good on you guys. Chad, would you please introduce yourselves?
Well, we are Team Chad, and I'm going to let our team introduce themselves. You are.
Terry Sims.
Chris Mason.
Bob Randolph.
Christine Smith.
Chris Werner.
All right.
All right, and who thinks Team Chad is gonna win? Okay, all right, I hear you. Team Don, would you please introduce yourselves?
Here we go. Caleb Richard.
Ethan Childress.
Lee Phelps.
Betsy Crippen.
Brian Patrick.
All right. For my team, I just have to give you a little pep talk here before. Just so you know, before we play, I hate losing more than I love winning. So, get it done.
All right, guys, so no foul play here, no name calling. I know some of you. Keep it simple, guys. All right, so here are the rules for tonight. Each question will be given 30 seconds to answer. If that team does not answer that question, the other team has the opportunity to steal it. So, and by the way, and the first team to get 5 points, but they must lead by 2. So it could end 7-5, it could end 5-3. You get the idea. The prize. We didn't tell you guys about the prize. You guys gotta know about the prize to
Make one up.
Make one up. All right. I got an idea. Okay. So you guys know that really cool element on Orion, that upward helix? We call it Orion's belt. Yeah. Yeah. What would you guys think about a behind-the-scenes tour tomorrow night at 9 p.m.? Say, a little dust behind-the-scenes tour. Ooh, I like that. So yeah, that'll be really exclusive for you guys.
And we'll throw an Orion magnet for everybody too.
And an Orion magnet. Awesome. So, we will start off to see which team will go first. To start off, we will have one question. Whichever team gets the closest answer will be able to start and go first. And this won't count as an actual point.
It doesn't
correct?
count as a point,
Okay.
just to see who goes first.
All right, so question number 1. Don Helbig has more than
That's me.
12,000 rides on the Racer, 3,900 rides on the Beast, and finished with 1,999 rides on the Vortex. Counting all of the rides and attractions at Kings Island, how many rides does Don have? Team that comes closest without going over gets the opportunity to go first in the Coasterstock feud. You've got 30 seconds. Don, you can't tell him the answer.
Tell them the answer. Just tell them every ride means every ride. You got to keep.
All right, it's 30 seconds. Team Dawn, do you have your answer?
They do. Your answer? 65,000.
All right. And Team Chad?
We do have an answer too. We think 18,250.
All right. The answer was 29,946 rides.
I think we got that.
Team Chad will go
Team
first.
Chad will go first.
Good job, guys.
All right, that's all right.
Yes. So, here's question number 1, and let me get out my trusty. What was the most expensive attraction at the opening of Kings Island in 1972? And time. Team Chad, your answer.
Okay. We're going to say the Eiffel Tower.
Do you have the X-Horse?
What? That is incorrect. All right, Team Dawn, you have the chance to steal.
They go with the Enchanted Voyage.
That is That is correct. The Enchanted Voyage cost approximately $1.5 million and had over 100 animated characters. Team Dawn, what was the Woodstock Express roller coaster's original name? We have an answer.
The answer is Scooby-Doo.
That answer is correct. Take over to Team Chad. Team Chad, what was the park's first steel roller coaster?
All right, we're ready.
Alrighty, what do you got?
We've got the Bavarian Beetle.
That answer is correct. The Bavarian Beetle was originally from Coney Island in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it was removed in 1978. Alrighty. Team Dawn. How tall is Orion's turnaround hill, otherwise known as the third hill? Seems like we have an answer.
202.
202 is correct.
Impressive.
That makes it 3-1 currently. Team Chad, what was Shake, Rattle, and Roll's original name when it opened in 1975?
We have it.
What do you got?
We think Troika.
That answer is correct. Alrighty. Ooh, this could be a stumper. Team Dawn, what was the first structure completed for the park? This one's a fun one. All right, you got your answer?
Yes, they go with the greenhouse.
That is correct. That makes the score Team Don 4 and Team Chad 2.
Just two? That's all we got. Come on,
Team
guys.
Chad, what was the first attraction at Kings Island to offer on-ride photos?
Current name or its name at the time?
It is, or doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, you're not winning anyway.
I said no smack talking. Whew. It's getting hot in here. Alrighty, what do you got?
We debated. We had it down to two, but we are going with Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown.
That answer is correct. They would actually have an actual photographer outside of the ride. They would stick a little flag on the boat, and that would let them know to take their picture.
4-3, right?
Yes, 4-3. So this means, technically, that Team Don, if you get this one correct, you guys are going to get the behind-the-scenes tour and an Orion magnet.
Yep.
Ooh. There you go. All right. This is good. Who is the manufacturer behind the character carousel in Planet Snoopy? Time is up.
They went with PTC.
That answer is incorrect. The manufacturer was
Drama.
Chance Rides.
Hey, that was our answer. Oh, the drama continues, Kyle.
All right, do you guys think they would have got that right? All right, we're tied 4-4.
Okay. I promise I wanted Steve Harvey it, you know? That's my fault. I apologize.
Someone shouted it from Diamondbacks.
Remember, I
That's how we
don't.
guessed it.
All right, Team Chad. The Kings Island and Miami Valley Railroad steam trains are based on what train model? All right, do we have an answer?
The answer is, we think, the General.
That is correct.
Score.
All right, Team Dawn has 4, Team Chad has 5. The first one, 2 over, will get the win. All right, Team Dawn, what year was the first ever Winterfest event held? we have
They say 1981.
that is incorrect. Team Chad.
1980.
That is correct. And with that, we have
I'm never going to hear the end of this.
our Coasterstock
You're blocked on my Facebook
winners.
page.
Give it up for them, guys.
All right, thanks for playing. All right, up next, I'd like to introduce the Vice President and General Manager of Kings Island and your featured speaker tonight, Mike Koontz.
Good evening. How is everybody? You know, and how many of you are from Ohio? Most of you, okay. Can you believe this weather?
What a July.
But it's actually kind of, would you rather be 95 degrees? No. So, yeah, but this is very strange weather for, middle of July in Ohio, as you guys know. So, hey, Don told me earlier, and I forget, how many days was it, Don, since the last time we were together?
83 days.
Don counts how many times he's ridden things, how many days since we've done this event. So we have to have somebody like Don that keeps track of all that, right? So, but hey, I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited, that you could be here this year because last year, there was a thing called COVID, which I'm not going to get into if you're a believer or not a believer. I'm not going to get into any of that. But in 2019, when we ended that year, we had no idea what was coming for us. And last year, we opened on July 2nd, and it took a lot to get there. But throughout the year, we learned a lot of new words, right? We learned about social distancing, right? We learned about those markers on the floor say stand here, okay? How many of you followed the rules? Okay, all of you did. Of course you did. Everybody's a rule follower, except, there you go. All right, thanks for being honest. We learned about plexi barriers. We learned about, one of our favorite things to say last year. And fortunately, I don't see one single mask in the audience. All right. Because last year, I know me, our team, all day long went around the park saying, please pull up your mask. Please put your mask on. That was tiring, very tiring. So it's good to see everybody's faces. It's good to see everybody smiling. And in this industry, and Kings Island's been fortunate in so many ways. Like I say, we opened July 2nd last year. Unfortunately, we couldn't do some of the fall and winter events that I know a lot of you guys, come to those as well. Haunt, right? We got any haunters? We got any haunters out here? Okay, got some haunters. And Winterfest. How many of you? Okay. So I'm sure you all know. If you don't, by now, is the cat out of the bag? Yeah, it's out of the bag. So this year, Haunt and Winterfest as well, okay? If it's not out of the bag, it is now, right? Right, guys? Okay. So, but, you know, like I say, some parks, you know, across the country, across the world, not as fortunate. You know, Canada's Wonderland finally got open this past week. I think July 5th they opened. And you guys ever go to Canada's Wonderland? Great park. You know, our COO commented the other day, Tim Fisher, who used to be general manager at Kings Island years and years ago. Tim actually hired me, you know, in this business in 1999. I was the VP of Finance, had one of those office jobs, you know. So, but Tim's so anxious to get to Canada, but they won't let him in. You know, the border's closed. So, you know, eventually that'll change as well. But you know, who's ridden Orion today? All of you, it looks like everybody. Not yet? Okay. Riding it tonight, all right. I get asked all the time by, you know, various people as I walk the park and talk to our guests. It's like, Mike, what's your favorite ride? Well, of course it's now Orion, right? You know, before that, you know, and in 17, this is my 5th year as the general manager, and I've been so fortunate in those 5 years to be able to, you know, every year is different, right? I don't want to say every day sometimes is different, but, you know, in 17, Mystic Timbers, that was my favorite ride, and now it's Orion. But, you know, again, this year we're still what we call in kind of recovery mode, you know, but what I want to say is, you know, not just you guys, you know, that are here today, but, you know, the one thing I know about, you know, our guests, our fans, is you are passionate about Kings Island. And for that, I thank you, you know, because without the passionate, loyal fans, you know, coaster enthusiasts, just fans of the park, and some of you I see all the time. Hi, Liz. I see you a lot. I saw Chris Hughes here. I haven't seen Chris in a while, but it's good to see Chris and Sally. And where's Jeff? I saw Jeff back there somewhere. Jeff Hellman, where are you, Jeff? He's back there. I see Jeff. And I won't stop there because I'll be afraid I'll miss somebody. But you know, we're very fortunate, you know, to have fans like you, but that are passionate about, you know, this park and the amusement industry and about roller coasters. But the one thing that I want you to know, you know, the reason Kings Island is what it is, you know, every year is because of the passion that our team has for this park. You know, and every day, you know, their goal, you know, every day is to make people happy. That's what we try to do, and that's as simple as it gets. You know, is to make people happy. And you know, I'd like to say we bat 1,000 every day. You know, and we don't. You know, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we, you know, hit a little single down in, you know, the third base line, but you know, that's our goal, is to make people happy. Yeah, because at the core of everything, you know, again, last year during the heat of the pandemic when we opened, you know, and what I saw every day were people that were wanting an escape. They were wanting some sense of normalcy, you know, to come and do something that was fun, you know, to get out of the house, you know, and do something that they enjoy doing. So, you know, like I say, over the last year and a half, we've learned this term, and I'm sure some of you have heard it. You know, it's kind of like if you work in an office and, you know, you use Microsoft Teams or Zoom or what's some of those other, you know, conferencing, you know, life size. What else? Cool Beans. Oh, okay. It's hard to hear. Okay. So, what's another favorite term that the new term everybody loves to hear? You're on mute. Right? Right? And it was hard. It was really hard, because, when our team gets together, and again, we're like a family as well, okay? So when we weren't able to get together and have those conversations, and you have to do something on, your computer screen, it just didn't feel right in the same way. That not having the park open and not operating like we normally do just wasn't right. So, but again, I'm so humble, to be this parks general manager. Back in 1974, I do remember my first visit to Kings Island was in 1974. I won't tell you how old I was, but I was a teenager, and I came here with my friend. His dad brought us, and again, I grew up in West Virginia, in Charleston, West Virginia. Anybody here from West Virginia? Yeah? All right. Where are you from? Huntington. I went to school at Marshall. All right. Yeah, go Herd. Where are you from? From Huntington? Are you from Huntington as well, sir, in the back there? Parkersburg? Oh, yeah. Yep. St. Albans was my high school, and Parkersburg used to have big rivals in football, right? Back in the day. So, but anyway, growing up in West Virginia, my home park was Camden Park. That's where I went. So, some of you been there? Okay. So, the first time I came to Kings Island, never experienced anything like this. I'm like, wow. I can remember the Enchanted Theater, Enchanted Voyage. I remember that. I remember the Dome, theater, where what was the joke on? It's like at some point in the show, somebody would say, everybody lay back and blow so that make sure the dome didn't cave in, type thing, right? Don, are you listening, Don? Are you listening?
There, I was looking at questions you might be getting in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Like right now? Do you want me to take questions yet? Okay, all right. So, but I remember going up in the Eiffel Tower. It was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then to think, that, excuse me, you got any water back there? Anyway, never mind, I'll be okay. And then to think in 1974, so help me do the math, 47 years later, that I'd be standing here, on this stage, speaking to you guys, it's just unreal. Sometimes I have to, like they say, pinch yourself, okay? But next year is going to be so special, for our 50th anniversary. So special. And you think over the years how many people that this park, this park, and those who have worked here, and put their life into this park. How many people that they've interacted with, and how many people they've made happy. So that's pretty special. So again, next year, our 50th, it's going to be great. We're still doing some planning, right, Rick? Right. We're still doing some planning, but it is going to be phenomenal. So look forward to seeing all of you again next year. Questions? So I want to take a few questions. I think Don or Chad.
Yep. Chad.
We got some questions here. So
we do. Everyone has contributed to our Facebook group for Coasterstock, submitted questions. Thank you all. We're not going to get to all of them because there were so many, but we were able to pick out a few. So I'm going to ask those to you now.
I'm ready.
Okay. Couple of questions. We had a couple of different people talk to us and ask us about the front gate area of the park. I know that some of the Cedar Fair parks have revamped the front of their park, the entrance, and they're wondering if anything like that might be coming to Kings Island.
Right. You know, as the general manager, I have a list of things, a long list of things that I want to accomplish, you know, before I retire someday. And that's definitely on the list. You know, and like I say, there's a lot of things on the list. So, you know, the front gate, you know, is iconic. It's been that way, you know, except we added the international restaurant later, but it's been that way since the park opened. So it's kind of nostalgic and iconic as you walk through, but, you know, at the same time, yeah, there's, you know, we got to celebrate the next 50 years, right? So it's on the list.
It's on the list.
It's on the
You heard it
list.
from Mike, yeah. Kyle Kruthoffer asks, what's your favorite Kings Island memory?
Kyle works here. Why is he asking questions?
Hey, it was a good question. I would have
Okay.
asked it.
What's my favorite Kings Island memory? You know, I have so many, but the one, well, let me package it into Orion, okay? Yeah, so I think it was August 15th, 2019, when we did the announcement that evening, you know, the unveiling of which everybody already knew what it was going to be because the plans had been leaked, you know, the trademarking of names. You weren't real sure between Orion and Polaris, though, were you? Okay, so tricked you on that one. You were really quick on the, what is it, Teowaki, whatever. Teotwaki. You were fast on that one. But that night, you know, just the energy of the crowd, you know, and the production that we did that night was special. Okay, I'll never forget that night. You agree?
We're waving at Diamondbacks, sorry.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Did you enjoy your ride? All right. You know, I've also got a picture in my office of my daughter. You know, I've got two grandkids now. Cameron's 12 and Kaylin is 9, soon to be 16. Maybe you have young daughters, you know that. So when my daughter was 4, you know, and that was her first visit to the park, I think. You know, I've got a picture of her on the, you know, on a snail, if you remember, over by, you know, Enchanted Theater, right? You know, we had the props, and so I got a picture of her when she was 4 sitting on that snail in my office. And that's special. Yeah, because one of the things we talk about is this park has made memories for generations, okay? You know, it's the reason we have rides like the train, okay? I can ride the train, okay? Antique cars, I can ride antique cars, okay? So some of you ride warriors, you could ride, you know, the beast 20 times in a row and you'd be good, right? I can't do that anymore, so.
Mike, there's been positive reception to being able to order your food through your mobile device. And yeah, there are some questions around, you know, can we expand that, or can we look at more food offerings or more merchandise offerings? Any thoughts on that?
Yep. Hi. Hey, where does the general manager of Kings Island go on vacation? Anybody guess? Oh, thanks, Kyle. Disney World, of course. Where else would I go, right? Disney World. Especially if you got 2 young grandkids that, you know, enjoy Disney World. So I was at Disney World a couple weeks ago. And, you know, they're doing a great job, I'll say, with mobile ordering. If any of you have been there and used their mobile ordering, I think they do a great job with it. And I'll see what your reaction is. Quite honestly, mobile ordering for me took the stress out of standing in line to get your food, right? Right? So I'm a big fan of mobile ordering. Now, what you gotta understand is Kings Island is, which I know you know this, Kings Island is part of Cedar Fair. 11, 12 parks across the country, Knott's, Cedar Point, Canada's Wonderland, Carowinds, etc. Okay, we have, every park has a website, every park has a mobile app, and they all function the same. So if I could take Kings Island and break it away from the rest of the company, we would have more mobile ordering tomorrow. I guarantee you. Okay, so just know I'm a big fan of mobile ordering, and I do think it improves the guest experience because you can order your food and then you can go ride a ride and then go get your food, right? So I do think, and we're working on some improvements to our mobile app, which again I would say is long overdue. Okay, I admit that. I use our mobile app and it's like, why does that do it that way? I don't like that. But again, it's all part of the company and Cedar Fair strategy. I know shorter term and longer term is to do more with mobile ordering. Okay.
Along the same lines, virtual line queues.
I heard somebody clap. That's a good question. I will use my Disney experience as well. One of the things that they weren't doing the Fast Pass or the Fast Pass there when I was there, and it kind of took the stress out of, because you gotta decide which ride you want to ride and when. And it's like, oh man, I'm on the other side of the park and I gotta get over here. So it kind of took a little bit of the stress out of it. But virtual queuing, I will say, has definitely been a topic of conversation within the company. It's like we want to do it the right way. We want to make sure that how we do it is right. So it's not a bad word necessarily, but I'd say it's not going to happen next year. But what do you say about virtual queuing? You like it? Don't like it? Thumbs down? Okay, everybody that likes it, cheer. Squirrel. Okay. Everybody doesn't like it, cheer. There's the answer.
I like walk on rainy days.
On rainy days, okay.
Walk on rainy
Got
days.
it, got
Very
it.
good. One last question.
One last question.
This is from me.
Oh, from Chad.
Okay.
Not fair.
Because I'm choosing the questions, right? I want to know, Mike, how does it feel to see coaster enthusiasts from across the country here sitting out there at Kings Island today?
I'm smiling. Hey, I can't thank you guys enough for how you support us in so many different ways. And I say social media is some days our best friend and other days it's not. Okay, so but I appreciate you guys more than you know, because of how you support us, and how you speak about Kings Island and what we do and what we offer. So again, I can't thank you enough for being here. I can't thank you enough. And hey, I had to follow Chef Major and Family Feud, okay? Kings Island style Family Feud. But when we hired Chef Major, this will be his 4th year, you know, and his passion, you know, is overflowing. And he honestly wants to make Kings Island's food the best it can be. And I think he's done a lot of great things. You know, it's like, you know, some of you may be part of the Golden Ticket Amusement Today Award voting. Anybody here, you know, get to vote in that? We Stan, right? Hey, Dan. Okay. So we appreciate your votes, but I know Chef Major wants to get in that top 5 in the food category, okay? Need you to help him, okay? He's working hard. When he started here, he weighed 8,000 pounds. Can you see how he has slimmed down? Because he's out there constantly, you know, checking things out. But, you know, in all seriousness, you know, you guys are very important to us, you know, and, you know, to the coaster community. So again, thank you so much for, one, being here this year. Look forward to seeing you next year. Enjoy tomorrow, and don't look at the weather forecast, okay?
Mike, thank you. You know, as coaster enthusiasts, I want you to know that you don't want anyone else at the helm than Mike Koontz in a year following the pandemic or any time. So let's show him some Coasterstock love. Thank
You know, and as Mike mentioned, you know, some of you raised your hands that you have a vote on those different awards, whether it's the Golden Ticket Award or some other industry publication that's out there, you know, conducting those. But just the word of mouth, things you say on social media, all of that, you all have an impact on which parks win what. So even though you don't actually cast the vote, you still do influence it. All right, for tonight, ERT, we've got 8 different rides. We start with the Grand Carousel and the Dodgem at 10. We've got night rides. Who's looking forward to Orion the Beast tonight? Right, so again, like I said, 8 rides, but don't forget about like the carousel and the Dodgem. Make sure you ride those rides. I mean, they're just as important to the park as the big roller coasters are out there. Tomorrow morning, if you are on the Facebook group, we are going to have one more contest that we're going to put out there. It is the scavenger hunt that we've done every year here at Coasterstock. Daniel Gloucester, I think he's undefeated. I think he's won every single year. But this one I think is going to be a little more challenging. So go to the Facebook group tomorrow before everybody comes in at 9 o'clock, and all the information will be there for that. Tomorrow night, we'll have our award winners. So we have the Coasterstock Social Media Rockstar. Let me tell you, there's been some phenomenal content that we've seen out there today, but it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You have one more full day. So if you did not do much today, you still have time tomorrow to get back in contention for that award. We have our Kings Island Monopoly game that we debuted this year. We started with 16 contestants. We're down to our final 4, so we'll have the finals tomorrow on that. We've got our photo contest and our video contest as well. So we've got some, the good thing about the award this year, the thing that makes it unique is the base of it is a piece of wood, original wood from the racer. So that makes it a nice, valuable piece for you. So that's worth playing for. So we're down to about 3.5 hours. Go out, have a great time tonight. If I don't see you tonight, see you tomorrow morning. Thanks.